It's episode 7 of Youth Squad Legends with Ipswich Town. We are so close to making it into League One. Roll the intro! So how did we get to this situation with 2 games to go and 2 points ahead of Crew Alexandra in 2nd place? In Wednesday's Youth Squad Legends livestream, Wesley Martina suffered an injury, prompting Ocon to literally disappear from the face of the earth. Quite rightly, because without Martina, we just don't look the same in defence. Now, we were still grinding out results, and shout-outs to Hida Paland for some monstrous performances out of position in central midfield, even scoring this banging goal, hinting at a possible situation in the future where he's not the toxic terror at the club. You do get the sense that he wants to stay here. With those defensive frailties, it gave Andy Parry more chance to shine, and he takes the lead in the race for the number 1 jersey. Andy Parry and Hida Paland shared the positive scenario, which made them some kind of dynamic duo on their BMX unicycles, probably touring the UK during the summer. Also, we've got to mention Trevor Westberg, quietly going about his business. He's now too physically demanding for League 2 fullbacks, offering his teammates up more opportunities down that flank. Now, the negative scenario was given to someone that you wouldn't expect it to be given to. Wes Morris Mackenzie stunk up the place, but we can forgive him for one bad session over 2 seasons. A combination of keeping it together whilst Big Wes was out of action and being an unstoppable force when he returned has led Ipswich Town to top of the table with 2 games to go. Now, if you want to watch the latest live stream in full, it is still on the Cutsy Extra channel. We've just unlisted the videos to avoid any confusion with the main series. So the link's down in the description if you've got a couple of hours spare and you want some more Youth Squad Legends in your life. And follow Cutsy Live on Twitch so you can catch the action as it happens. Speaking of unicycles, I've got to share this story. Right? In our kitchen, we have a view down the road. And whilst I was doing something in the sink, either washing my hands or washing the pots, I see a guy on a unicycle go down the road. I'd like to call myself slightly grounded. I'm definitely a realist in things. That was the one moment in life where I thought to myself, maybe I'm dreaming. I might be dreaming right now. I gotta fix up the webcam a bit. It's been moved. We have to play Bristol Rovers again. I'm sick of playing them in their awful kits. So we're at the end of the season and we gave some of these players targets to hit. Most of them have done themselves proud, like Martina and Okamura. They needed to get 6 clean sheets. They've actually got 11 at this moment in time. With 2 games to go, Benedict Orling has an average rating of 6.8 in League 2. Tagai 6.6 in League 2, so they have just done enough. Ibner's got himself 11 assists, so he gets the swerve pass trait. And Belchior's done some serious damage. We targeted 20 goals. He's got 25 already, putting his potential up by 2. Tuasel had an objective, but he's out on loan, so we'll just ignore that. We did not score 4 goals with Lamin Seka, a really poor output from 22 games, and I'm glad that we've got a loan lined up for him next season. But then there's 2 objectives still really in play. The goalkeeper, Andy Parry, yet to score a penalty, but we've got 2 games left. It would be very harsh if Demar Ocon didn't get his 2 assists. He's made enough chances, teammates just haven't taken them. So maybe I push him up to right wing just to make sure he's safe. Get the ball to Belchior from the right hand side, and Demar Ocon stays at 88 potential. It does mean that we have to drop one of our most informed players, but needs must. Ipswich Town against Bristol Rovers. I wish I could have taken it to the last day, but we're at home. Crew Alexandra are away, so this has a good chance of being the title lift moment. Please get Demar Ocon back on side. There he is. Play the ball across, get the assist. Oh! We can even use him for the corners. Into Hida Paland. Good save at point blank range from the goalkeeper. He's won the ball. Ocon, lovely. Oh, finish it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Ocon feels very comfortable in this position. He's like a Jarno Jokinen figure. Could play as a right back and a right winger. Keeps this in play and smashes past the fullback. Here we go. The play across. Oh, mate. We desperately need that assist. Free kick. Bristol Rovers. Should be Andy Parry's. Didn't really need the dramatic dive. Here's the rollout to Belchior. We've been really good at managing games. I don't want it to be all about Ocon at right wing. If he has to take the hit of the -1 potential because he can't hit the objective for this season, then so be it. As captain, he's going to have to take up that responsibility, even though I don't think it really is his fault. Oh, never mind me, Belchior's in. Yes! And with that, Ocon is safe. Move him to right wing back. Bring in Trevor Westberg. Job's a good one. Fabulous finish off the post. Oh, nice interception there by Eibner. And even wins the foul. Strong performance by the midfield. We get Wes Morris-McKenzie back up to speed. Last time Martina was up for one of these corners, he got injured, so be careful. Here's Wes. Big Wes over the bar. Could really pressurise with Okamura. Then some more close attention by Hidapalan. No fouls in there. Just close attention. Rushing the player with the shot. And it going sky high. Not even close to being on target. Andy Parry could have been sunbathing. But it is lovely out there in the Ipswich sun. Keeper! Get out to it! Ocon! That's why you're at right back, mate. Huge by the goalkeeper. No nonsense by our right back. Big West can't win the head. No! Lads, we won't get to see the trophy lift at home if it stays 1-1. Poor defending from the corner kick. We need Crew to be struggling or a late goal. That late goal could be coming from Belchior. Sidestepping the defender. Could have gone a little bit further with the ball. It's a win by Ocon, but we've ran out of time and there's not going to be a trophy celebration at the end of this one. It's pretty devastating for the home crowd, unless they've got tickets to the last match, or if indeed we're playing at home. I very much doubt that. Belchior had a poor one, only scoring one of his 5 attempts. Jake Kelly transforms from a left midfielder to a left winger. We still have our 2-point gap thanks to a 1-1 draw between Cheltenham Town and Crew. Doncaster now out of the running for champions. And let's celebrate the fact that we beat Doncaster by 3-2 in April, when really early in the season we got humiliated by them. We are going really strong at the end of the season for this final game against Carlisle United away. The only change being in the net. I'm in between the sticks. Let's go and win the title, lads. I can't remember the last time that we won the League 2 title, so it'll be a nice change of pace for me. I don't really see Carlisle United as a threat. They'll be defensively sound with the 5-back. We've got all the quality to break through, and Big Wes at the back. Luke Reibner has been a revelation at centre mid. Never would have thought he'd find home in that position. But you just wait and see. Yes! Oh, Belchior on the swivel. Test the goalkeeper. Eibner's got a lot of options, and he'll use Wes Morris-McKenzie with the Ocon out there on the right-hand side. Oh, could be Eibner's. It's actually uncontested, with Ocon now in the box, wanting to try and find a goal. I see that he's got a taste for the attacking life. What's happened there is that I've corrupted him. Here is Trevor Westberg, just way too quick. Belchior, goal. Thank you. Very much in the driving seat now, aren't we, boys? Hidapalan's got a passing range about him. Yes. Yes. Trevor Westberg. 2-0 Ipswich Town. And it's party time for the away side. And stepping up out of there, out of centre-back, Wesley Martina with the ball. And with time to pass it to Eibner. An absolutely shocking touch. Nice header by Alpha Kamara. Little shirt pull. Belchior doesn't mind. He likes the tussle. This is Luca Eibner. What a game he's had. Oh, but he can't finish. We've actually done well in that situation to win a corner kick. Here comes Big Wes. Avit! Oh, what a save by the goalie. Oh, good distribution there by Aymin. Something that Andy Parry really lacks. Belchior, run from the middle. It is probably man of the match, Eibner. With the vision. Oh, that's it. Good save, Aymin. Trying to keep it in play as well. They'll have this final corner kick to get the consolation goal they've been looking for the last 5-10 minutes. Oh, really nice. One for the cameras there at the end. And we have ourselves the league title. The away end, not even covered by a roof. There you go, Barmy. It's the end of a grueling season. Carlisle United 0, Ipswich Town 2. we've gone through the trial of fire, finishing 23rd last season. I knew that it was going to be way better. I really expected us to get into the playoffs. I didn't think that it was going to go this well. It's a good bunch of players. More importantly, this season we got the tactics spot on. Ocon is going to lift the first piece of silverware for this group of players. Yep, there's the shot. The out of focus Carlisle United fan. Championes, championes. It rings out. Ipswich Town in the away shirt lift the League 2 title. Let's go, boys. That's a big moment for the club, for the players. Means that we're on the up. We are on the up with this group. They're going to take us all the way to Champions League glory. I'm sure there'll be mainstayers here that see us all the way up. It's going to be fantastic, lads. Good work. That trophy is well oversized. It's not that big in real life. Get in! I love the fact that they actually charge to the away end as well. They understand that it's the away end that they should be celebrating with. Little touches like that mean a lot. Make you actually think, someone at EA actually thought about that, put some effort into it. League 2 champions, Ipswich Town. So we did not score a penalty with Andy Parry, so it's not +5 on his penalties. Don't worry, same objective next year. Trevor Westberg got the most assists of the entire league. Let's just check that out. Belchior top goal scorer, golden boot winner. So really low on the assist. Belchior very close, Eibner very close. Most teams, I guess, in the division relying on individual brilliance rather than team play. Or it was just a poor season in general, and that allowed us to take first place. Stats. Most appearances, Belchior with 46. That was 3 ahead of Okamura, Martina, Westberg. 7 players above 40, so there's definitely a first 11 materialising. Top goal scorers, we've relied heavily on Belchior's contributions, 27 goals. Alpha Kamara, 12 goals. Westberg chips in with 9. But you see how influential Wes Morris-McKenzie is in this stat. Bearing in mind, he's the more defensive of the 2 midfielders, coming in with 7 goals, more than he actually got assists. As touched upon, Trevor Westberg, top assist maker. Clean sheets, 3 players on 14. Damar Ocon, surprise, surprise. Luca Eibner, who does have defensive qualities about him, even though he's the more advanced of the midfielders. No, I'm not going to swap them about. They seem to have a lovely balance, and Belchior just gives a better shape to the team. Parry's gone up to 55. Iman's a 62. Robert Upton, 54. Sean Smith, 59. Kerim Aydiyan Bilgem, 55. George Ormrod, 59. Yuzuki Okamura, 65. Wesley Martinez, 66. Hidapalan, 62. Wiseman Kitam, 65. Blazej Studnitsky, 61. Mohamed Bolde, 53. Damar Ocon, 63. Tom Soto, 55. Scott Williamson, up to a staggering 68 from that lone. Wes Morris-McKenzie, 60. Luca Eibner, 69. Jesus Cabrera, 59. Benedict Arling, 63. Harry Beasley, 63. Mark Tagayi, 55. Cameron Ferguson, 61. Sonny Jonsko, who's a new player from the Youth Academy. We're going to talk about him in a second. 58. Jake Kelly, 66. Sharon Azalea, another one from the Youth Academy. 60 overall. Yaroslav Grizib, 59 overall. Lamin Sekas, 65. Trevor Westberg, 69. Winko, 61. Alpha Kamara, 68. Belchior, 71. And Tua Settle, 61. Let's go objectives for next season. We've got score a penalty with Andy Parry. And then because of his determination, there's an opportunity here for Hidapalan to remove the toxic terror as his personality. The only problem is that he has to stay evergreen through the season. So that means playing every single game available to him in League 1, suffering no injuries. It'll be one hell of a challenge to do that. Now that he's settled, I want 5 assists from Jake Kelly next season. That'll be a +2 potential if he can achieve it. Enough of the talk. I know that you got serious shot power, Jesus Cabrera. I want to see a long shot go in. And if we can do it, +1 overall. Bearing in mind he is loan listed. If we find him a good loan, we wipe that completely. Benedict Arling submitted a transfer request. If we go to the financials, he's got 1 year and 2 months to run on his contract. Of course, that wasn't our fault. We would have given him a contract to keep him happy at the club if we were allowed. So to remove his unhappiness, we've got to give him 30 appearances next season. Only 13 this year. It might be a squeeze. He's not one of the better centre mids. I think a loan would be very good for two of these players. Mark Tagai, central midfielder, and Yaroslav Grizib, who's done nothing wrong but is lacking game time. Only 7 appearances this season. If we can secure loans for both of them in the summer, their potentials go up by 1. Now we got positional competitions. Andy Parry and Aymin fighting for that number 1 jersey. I'm sure by the end of next season we'll have a clearer picture, and the one preferred out of these two will get a +1 in their potential. The same goes for the new fellas, Sonny Yarnskor and Sharon Azalea. Whichever's preferred at the end of the season, and probably the only one that stays at the club, to be honest, will get an increase of 1 in their potential. We're going into a tougher league, but can Westberg continue the assists? If he collects 13 assists next season, his potential goes up by 2. Now, Alpha Kamara, goal-scoring winger, I'd love him to get 12 goals again. So 12 goals will give him a +1 potential. I would go up to +2, but his potential is already very high. Belchior's is not high, so if you can get 25 goals next season, there's 2 more potential for you. At the back, we're setting goals for Okamura and Martina. If they can get 11 clean sheets, that's just 1 less than what they have right now. They get another boost of 2 potential. My player of the year for the 2nd year running, Wesley Martina. But we're also handing out a trophy for the most improved, and the most improved is Trevor Westberg. So say hello to Sonny Yarnskor and Sharon Azalea. Of course, we've got an idea of our best front 3, but we need backups. We're testing out options. Additionally, we need replacements for the ones that are going out on loan because they haven't really hit the ground running. Yarnskor is the hidden gem. Azalea is the rebel. And going to our centre-backs, Mohamed Balde is the Man United fan. Now, he was promoted from the youth academy when Wesley Martina got injured. Just a logical thing to do. And his position is not really under any kind of scrutiny right now. He knows his place really as the 6th choice centre-back. I'll try and give him some game time in League One, but it's not like the burning issue. Let's jump into the youth academy because we haven't talked about it for, 2 episodes now? Many of these will not be given like professional contracts, but Naveed Abelward is a testament to the position changing system as he went from central defensive midfield to centre mid, and that just smashed his overall up to 62 from 49 to begin with. He's got insane dribbling. He will absolutely make it. The Pokemon Ordino lucky to have the power free kick trait. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be interested. Everyone else looking underwhelming. We have decisions to make. Before we end this season, Luke Andrews wants to leave. Its potential's only going to be about 80. My heart is really set on having Smith, Bilgem, Ormrod, and Ocon. So it's going to have to be a no. Then it's the Cypriot Kyriakos Kitos, similar situation. A 60 overall left back. I'm sure very good for someone else. Naveed Abelward wants to cancel his contract. This is a player that we're actually going to sign up. And then there's Brandon Savvy. He is a left winger. That's something that we're looking for. Diabolical technicals. No. Final one unsettled is Ismail Conte. Right. Good physicals and 1 inch off 6 foot. 5-star weak foot. Has centre back as a secondary position. I think we should give him a go, but I'm not expecting much. Which leaves the 5 that we got here. Lopez, Gali, Ordino, Paz, and Hyun in the youth academy. We do have reports coming in all the time, but our youth reports recently, they haven't been good. Just the 1 player touching a maximum potential of 80 out of 5. This is a poor report. These poor reports have been going on for far too long now, so I'm taking the decision to say goodbye to Matt Richards, and we've got a reserve scout in place from Patreon that will be hired up soon. Liverpool won the Champions League. I just can't be happy in this life. Ready to shine? Start of a new season? You absolutely love to see it. Transfer budget just creeps above £21 million. We're not changing anything with the stadium. These were the agreements before the window opened. Cameron Ferguson out on loan. Robert Upton goes to Tranmere, and Lamin Seka out on loan. I don't get a good vibe from Arling, well, at all, to be honest, but As a central midfielder, he lacks certain characteristics that Eibner and McKenzie have. Looking at the stats, he could also transform into a winger, but he'd be a backup winger to Westberg. We need to give him 30 appearances. I'd love to keep him around at 94 potential. If we allow this guy to slip through our fingers, it would be a bit of a disaster, wouldn't it? Giving us options will always be nice. Arling will take 4 weeks to become a right winger, so very much in time for the new season. In a move that's not going to surprise anyone, I'm getting George Ormrod, making him a right wing back. The other change that I want to make is Grizib to forward. We do have an opening there. He could be the man. He scores tons of goals. Kamara is too good to be sitting on the bench. 2 weeks to become a striker. Tom Soto, bless him. He's not done anything wrong here, but he will be added to the transfer list. A 5-star scout only costing £3.4 million, so we collected that through Gavin Grierson, and a bit more besides. 2 offers on the table for Tom Soto. St. Pat's wanted him for 430,000, which was under his valuation. Now, this is a bit better from the Corolla Blasters, and we'll accept it. That was a flash sale. Poor guy. He really knew he wasn't wanted here. Ormrod now can change to a right wing-back, and Grizib swiftly becomes a 60 overall striker. This is the problem with having an unhappy player. It just clogs up the transfers, so it's difficult to loan players out. A lot of negative news surrounding this player, but Arling is now a 65 overall right winger. What's the future for Arling? I mean, I wish I knew myself. It's a great start to the season away against newly promoted Cheltenham Town. They must have come up through the playoffs. Get off to winning ways with a squad that's looking like this. Westberg turning 70, our second 70 overall player. One last thing before we make our entrance into League One. Let's see these new kits. For the most part, you chose them. The away kit was selected by a Patreon. There's the third. The goalkeeper's is pink with a bit of blue in it. We're going to go classic blue to open it up. I think Williamson's going to feel very different, totally different now that he's had that staggering loan at Salford City. Have to see how Arling gets on at right wing. Even if it's a disappointment, we should have enough to beat Cheltenham Town. It's a good choice for the home kit. I do like the red detail. It's definitely not the one that I would have picked, but I designed all 3, so I would be happy with all 3 choices. Oh, that's Eibner's. That's a goal. Yeah, Eibner just puts it delicately into the bottom corner there. It was a simple matter of fact. Goalkeeper couldn't reach it. Don't really need a high finishing stat where you can really just pass it into the back of the net. Eibner's passing ability is second to none. You've nailed it with the sponsor, by the way. The Dulux sponsor is perfection. For now, it's just a walk in the park, like last season. Okamura goes in hard but fair. Belchior could go for a long-range stunner, and he puts the goalkeeper to the test. As much as he's not done anything wrong right now, Williamson is not, like, causing a stir. Doesn't feel like he's got a spark. I really want special players here. That's a goal. Thank you. It's Benedict Arling. Yeah! Hiddepalander's just gone straight through this guy, and they're calling for a stretcher or something. It might be a career ender. He's killed him. He's killed the lad. Get in, Wesley. Yeah, big Wes. Into the midfield he goes. Beautiful stuff. Majestic. It's Trevor Westberg with Belchior. And this is Williamson. Oh, go on. Healy. Calvert-Lewin's gone to United. Great. He'll solve all the problems that club's got right now. Back to Westberg. Overlapping run from Ocon. Just onside. There's the ball. Belchior! Well, he's got an assist immediately this season. Hey, 3-0 Ipswich. It's 3-on-3 ahead of us. Oh, a little too late. And then Williamson's pass was garbage. I really did think that loan would change him. It's not changed him in the slightest. Oh, Wesley Martina. Interception. Can't find the pass, but it doesn't matter. My only guess, because he's been so underwhelming, we've lost the clean sheet, thanks. Williamson must have really, really poor defensive work rate because he's not getting involved. I was going to say that I'm devastated. I'm not devastated. We're winning 3-1, but we should have seen that out. last season, end of last season, with the team that we had with Wes Morris Mackenzie, we would have absolutely seen that out. Goalkeeper could have done better. Full-time, Cheltenham 1, Ipswich 3. It's a winning start to the League One season. That's all that matters. Because we've gone very positive recently with the scenarios and the objectives for this season are all upgrades, we're not going to do a positive scenario today. Over the course of this season, there'll be plenty of upgrades handed out. The downgrade comes straight from Football Manager onto Scott Williamson. This player realises he doesn't fit in with the main core of the squad anymore. Dynamics. -2 overall. I know that we're carrying some new players in this squad, so by episode 8 we'll have personalities for Conte, Abel Ward and anyone else that's in this 32. That's for future me to worry about. We're third at the moment after one game played. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this massive episode of Youth Squad Legends. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you have, then consider putting a like on this video and subscribing. Why not? How about the bell icon for mobile notifications so you never miss an upload? Big thanks to everybody on the right-hand side supporting me financially on Patreon. What a bunch of legends. If you want to get your name on the credits list, the link to Patreon is down below alongside the last VOD, the last live stream that we did. Thank you ever so much. It's always amazing to see how many people love Youth Squad Legends. I'll see you next time. Subscribe to me. It's down below with the red button. Go and subscribe. You won't. You know you want to subscribe. You know you want to subscribe with me.